Much. I thought we would first get an opportunity to hear Renu Budhiraja, who is looking after the whole ICT infrastructure, particularly the mother of it, the data centers in Delhi. But anyway, I won't like to miss this opportunity and share our views and place it before her for her consideration. I won't go into the details of ICT infrastructure and status in my state, which Nandan has already so well articulated. Three pillars of ICT infrastructure as it was known initially: data center, connectivity, and the CSC. CSC was brought in by the SCAs. There were negative grants and offers, never worked till we found sufficient business for the CSCs and the viability thereof. Now the fourth one is SSDG. So in terms of ICT infrastructure, I don't really look at CSC as an infrastructure post. It's a front-end interface point for the citizens to seek services. So real infrastructure pieces are the state data center, wide area network, and the SSDG now, which we are talking about. The need for creating SWAN and the data center arose out of the first presentation's major concern and the third pillar of the second presentation, that is the security. Now, let us be clear about it, that this war between those who are the hackers and those who are assigned the responsibility for securing their assets is an ever-continuing war. It will continue. Invariably, hackers are a step ahead, and those who control it are a step behind. So it's an ongoing process. We have to take adequate measures to secure it. We'll continue to do that. One thing that I wanted to share here is the significance of SSDG as a ICT infrastructure piece which is being brought in. And along with SSDG as a piece of ICT infrastructure are also clubbed a large number of services. As a matter of fact, honestly speaking, I've stopped keeping a count of the services, whether it is e-district or it is SSDG or it is CSC. Everybody starts counting. It starts from 36 to about 150 services, whatnots. Sanjay is here. Mi Seva has already brought in a number of them and successfully delivering those. But I would request them to please bereft SSDG of any service. We don't want SSDG to be loaded with service except one. And that one service which SSDG should be brought with is a state resident database. Let that application be made a part of SSDG. If in my state I look at it, there are, so far I have identified 17 different databases relating to my residents which are being maintained by different departments. Each one is a different database. Each individual, each resident has characteristics which are largely not common across these 17 databases. And this is one thing which we need to have a one state project as far as the state resident database is concerned. If X is figuring in the state resident database, he and his particulars have to be the same across all the databases which are operated by different departments which are in the e-governance front. The SSDG should enable us to bring these different databases into that pipe where they confront each other, and we are able to sanitize that data and bring out the inconsistencies and settle those. I think beyond that, you will really be doing a great service if you can take the services out of SSDG and keep only the state resident database and reconciliation thereof as a part of it and treat it as a basic infrastructure. Because your state resident database and the particulars of every resident is the most important. Just think of it, if I have my state resident database which is validated, And along with that, I have integrated my death and birth register. How many surveys, including census, you can dispense with? You can have a census on an online basis, anytime, real-time basis. You don't need any surveys. You can dispense with all that effort. So please treat it as a basic infrastructure piece. That's what I wanted to request her. Thank you so much. There are so many more to say.